Hello, everybody, and welcome to this second match of the final stage of USC 6. We have another losers bracket match coming here. It's the Seed 7 versus Seed 8. We have Massachusetts versus New York. I am joined here by Miles. I am Juno here and joined by Miles, and we will be bringing you this awesome matchup tonight.
Hello. It's sure to be another hell of a match. We just saw the Battle of the Californias almost go the distance. I am kind of still mad about SoCal winning that last point, and we're not seeing as our arbitrator, but I think we've still got a very good chance at seeing a very, very close match here between New York and Massachusetts. Both two very strong teams to have made it here to top six.
Yeah, being that 7 and 8 seed, yeah, I definitely think this could be the match of the week to really go the distance here. We might be able to see Azure Arbitrator, but the players will be deciding that. The map picks, the map bans will all be deciding this. So we'll see how far this match goes here.
I think we're really going to be looking at a few key variables on both of these teams in this match. So, of course, here we've got the map pool to end all map pools. Neither of these teams probably have players who are, or they probably don't have 3-man rosters for every single map in this pool. But I think we're probably going to be looking at, I think, two major variables in this match. We have on Team New York, obviously Taquito is going to be looking to be the strongest player in the match, probably. And against them on Team Massachusetts, you have the dynamic duo of Chillier and TJ. So I feel like throughout the match, those two variables are going to equalize each other to an extent. I think the keys are really going to be New York's depth players, their second and third players on each map. If they can be scoring above like 500 or 600k, I think it's going to be really good for New York. Meanwhile, if that doesn't happen, Chillier and TJ are going to make up the difference. I'm not sure how their third is really going to look on most of these maps here. They're probably going to be relying on players like Sitho to be putting up good performances in this match. Maybe Frenzy and Vector. And Josie, of course, been their unsung hero this year where necessary.
Yeah, I think with plenty of speed options in this pool, there's definitely players like Cito that can take away picks like a very short Nomad 1, only 51 seconds, 266 BPM speed, as well as the Nomad 4 that is also quite speedy. You got picks like Hidden 3 that maybe might not fall into the speed category, but still very high BPM, and that DT1, of course, 279 BPM bursts. So we'll see what a player like Sitho or a player like or any of take on Sitho in that regard, as well as lots of Taquito maps in this pool.
Yeah, I think Massachusetts is going to be picking towards their third player, which is going to be, I think on a lot of these picks, it's going to be Josie, who looked a little bit skill capped last week. But, you know, Chillier and TJ can pick up a lot of slack where they overlap. I think looking especially at this Hard Rock pool, something like that Hard Rock 3, the speed map, is something that both Chillier and TJ should be comfortable on, which I think we might actually see end up banned by New York. But there's still a little bit of time till the ban phase, so not really sure exactly what they're going to ban. There is a lot of time, so we can have some discussions. I think New York, they've been looking really strong on their aim rosters. I think that's something they're going to look to pick in this match, even though there isn't that much aim in this pool, only really like the free mod 1, maybe the free mod 3, not free mod 3, hidden 3. Oh my god. Yeah, their aim roster, Taquito, Opixe, and Karyu has been doing a lot of good work for them in these earlier stages, especially in the semifinals round. Got them quite a few points.
Yeah, I was gonna mention Karyu as well, just the Twitch streamer extraordinaire. and been really on the grind of the improvement lately. So, and also improving at different skill sets that aren't necessarily just aim. So you never know what that could do to a player as a tournament keeps going on. But New York going to be relying on Taquito, so that, but could open up to a few more players as well.
I think realistically, one thing that we can assume going into this match is that every player that isn't named Taquito, Chillier, or TJ is by some means very skill capped. Like
Very
a lot
fair.
of the, which is why I think that the depth players are going to be such a key, especially on Team New York, because you can have Chillier and TJ overlap in their comfortability on a map, but any overlap between Taquito and any of the depth on New York is gonna have to be abused. And also, by the way, our client is not showing these warm ups, so you guys are gonna get to look at the pool screen here.
Yeah.
There's a few maps that, as a spectator, I'm gonna really want played, and I'm really talking about that DT4 and that Free Mod 3. I love those maps and songs.
Yeah, for me, it's actually the Hidden Three. I love those sort of Hollowings esque maps, and just very awkward aim, but at a very fast BPM. And then I just want to see these two teams go head to head on a 51-second no mod one. I think that would be actually hilarious.
Yeah, but this is the pool to end all pools, so Nomad 1 isn't Nomad 1, it's actually a 266 BPM burst map that's 50 seconds long. If you guys weren't here for Dada's manifesto, this pool is kind of like really unhinged. So
Dada needs to write his doctoral thesis on how to make pools that end all pools, or just a map pooling dissertation.
Yeah, this pool is definitely the most off-meta thing we've seen in a major tournament in a very, very long time. That isn't like overtly off-meta like Hippo Cup or something. But yeah, like this pool, like there is no AR8 map in the hidden pool. There is not really a DT aim map, I would say. Or like a typical DT1. I guess you could call DT2 to be an aim map, but
a little bit. You do have like that higher reading in DT4, or higher AR reading in DT4. So that could a little bit constitute as an aim/reading test.
Yeah, and we also have a 600 PP stream farm map in the free mod pool, because Nomad 2 being nothing but streams for the last 3 years has been pretty boring, so now we have to mod it, and it looks like we finally have a warm-up on screen here. Got character, not by Ogi. Looks like only Taquito in the lobby for New York. Rest of them gotta get their last-minute practice in, which is understandable on a pool this difficult. When you start to see a lot of the maps in the map pool eclipsing 7 stars, even having a map that is 7.6 stars in the no mod pool, it's gonna start to wear down the skill caps of some of these depth players.
Yeah, and on these free mod picks, like free mod 1, 2, and 4 all get so high SR with the Hard Rock. Definitely looking at those SR or those skill cap players like Chillier, Pair, or TJ, even Taquito, might actually even see a Hard Rock or a hidden Hard Rock forced onto Taquito here, unless, because these free mod maps are so high SR, it could just destroy it for the more skill cap players.
Yeah, I think the general free mod strategy for New York, I think, is probably going to be a similar one to what SoCal runs with Utami, where you have put Utami, or in this case Taquito, on the comfort mod of Hidden. Yeah, Utami would usually run no mod in this scenario, but I don't think they're going to make Taquito run any Hard Rock in this match because of just how strong he is as a Hidden player. Maybe...
Fair enough.
I know New York has put in a lot of practice into this match, and on their side, they definitely have allocated one player to just grind each map with Hard Rock per map. Maybe it could be like Flasho or Hanbei or Karyu. Really, I feel like a lot of them do have the HR as a flex skill set. So they probably each picked a map and just said, okay, I'm gonna grind this one on HR, none of you guys touch it. Just to make sure Taquito can run that comfort mod of HD in the match, because Taquito is just so strong.
Yeah. It's kind of a hard map they're playing here.
Yeah, I mean, I could SS it.
Warm-ups. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. No worries at all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like these guys are pretty noob missing that whole ending. Like, come on, guys, you guys are supposed to be like good players enough to get to USC finals. Okay, enough bans.
Yeah.
I believe that is the end of the warm up, so we are gonna get into the ban phase now. Any predictions on your part, you know?
I think that there will be a DT1 ban from New York.
I believe that makes sense. Team Massachusetts does have a complete speed roster. That is something they do have. When you haven't really seen Sitho performing that much in this tournament thus far, but he's one of the players where the higher SR you get, the more comfortable he gets, because other players are starting to fall off, and with a player whose skill cap is as high as his, he's probably going to be eating up this DT1 pretty much the same as he would on like a round of 32 pool.
Yeah. From Massachusetts, I really don't want to say this, but I think there's going to be a Free Mod 3 ban. I really want to see Free Mod 3, but I really think Massachusetts is going to ban it.
I think Mass is going to ban Hidden 1 because that is a map. I feel like when you're looking at the players for Massachusetts, it's a little too streamy for Vector, who would typically have to play this type of hidden map. And TJ not necessarily a gimmicky hidden player, and I feel like at this point, TJ might be a little bit skill capped on the hidden, and Chillier by no means can match Taquito or Pixie on this, I think, so.
Okay.
Chillier can probably match Pixie, but Taquito just might be a little bit unstoppable on that pick.
Yeah, but it will be Massachusetts' first ban here, so we'll be seeing what they go with very shortly. And Hidden 1 could be Free Mod 3, maybe I don't think that they take away one of those no mod speed maps. You were mentioning streams, but Free Mod 4 is much more on the lower end of BPM streams, so I feel like they could leave that up. Just because it's not as skill capping or not as speed capping on the streams.
I feel like neither of those teams are really going to want to look at that map, except Massachusetts is historically a very good stream team on the flow aim side. Chillier and TJ and Frenzy all very strong on that type of map, so I think I would go to leave that up in favor of Massachusetts, but the map is just so long and it's just nothing but space streams the entire time, so picking it in a tournament takes some cojones.
Yeah.
And someone's gonna have to hard rock that. I mean, we all know it's gonna be TJ on the side of Massachusetts, so you know what? I would actually edge that one in favor of Massachusetts just on the basis of TJ is gonna put up a better hard rock score than anyone on New York. And Chillier on Nomad, pretty scary.
Any 800 PP players in this room?
Hey, I mean, TJ, if anyone remembers Hard Rock Cup a few years ago, TJ set like a 600 PP score in a match, and Chillier is going to ban the Hidden 1, as expected. Not gonna want to play that against New York with Pixie and Taquito.
Yeah. Now 2 bans from New York here. Really looking for some of those speedier picks, maybe. I've been saying looking for that DT1 ban. Maybe even a Nomad 4 or a Nomad 1 ban. They're actually going with Hard Rock 1. They're going with Bloody Stream, the alt map.
That's understandable. I feel like taking out HR against Massachusetts isn't a bad idea whatsoever, because like Chillier and TJ just as the dynamic duo, very good on Hard Rock, and on New York, when your flex players carry you and maybe Opixe start to get a little bit skill capped on those maps. Maybe your average score goes down a little bit. You don't really want to have to play that against Massachusetts, and it's also 4 minutes, and it's an awkward alt map with 3 diff spikes, so you just don't really want to pick it.
Very fair.
Ban goes back to Mass. I don't think they're going to ban the Fremont 3, like you said. That map is, I think, fairly comfortable to the point where I think both rosters are going to be able to put out 3 players for that map that are going to get at least decent scores.
Yeah. And I said that prediction very reluctantly because I love that song so much. It's going to be a DT4 ban and a Fremont 2 ban. Okay, so we're not going to see Industry or Moist Critical.
Vector just got banned out of the match, and I hate you, Chillier, for banning that DT4. You're gonna... I'm gonna have to let you hear it later. You're probably not listening right now, but, like, don't join VC later. I'm gonna say some very mean things. Okay, but now into the pick phase of the match. New York is going to get the first pick, and I feel like, first off, both of those hiddens could be good options for them. Hidden stream map and a hidden awkward aim map, and they are going to go for our way. You got your wish, Juno.
Yeah, this is gonna be the Hollowings-esque. This is not a Hollowings map, but it is Kadoku's take on a Hollowings style here. Very awkward aim, very almost really awkward linear aim at some points, which can be so difficult with hidden. So yeah, hidden 3. This is 236 BPM as well. So if these players are single tapping here, it's definitely going to be straining on the tapping hand as well. But I would expect most players to even ult this. You never know.
Yeah, I ulted this on my showcase replay, so... And looks like Vector didn't actually get banned out of the match. Here he is in the lobby, so it's good to see. Vector's still going at the star rating, but I think this might be a little high approach rate for him. Not so sure, but if he grinded this map, I know he's going to be a beast on it. Meanwhile, Chillier pair also joining the lobby for Team Massachusetts, and I would assume TJ would take the last slot. Team New York. Obviously, Taquito's going to be in that top slot for them. Karyu coming in for the aim pick, as well as Junjo going to be their last player. Junjo is a player... I don't feel... Josie, no TJ on the hidden. That makes a little bit of sense. Josie's practiced this map. TJ maybe a little bit skill capped on the hidden. It's all good. I think Massachusetts isn't necessarily going into this map expecting a win against New York, but you know, obviously have to put your best foot forward. So gonna be hoping to see good stuff from this Massachusetts roster on the hidden.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting into the match right now. Massachusetts versus New York, best of 13. There's going to be lots of maps played in this match. We have a awkward map pool, a non-meta map pool, which I think is awesome for the stage of the tournament that we're at. Throw these players for a real big loop, and we're getting into Hidden 3 now.
Let's go. Now, yeah, if you guys are not aware of this map, Juno did describe this as like an off-hollow wing style map earlier, and I think that is accurate. We've got a lot of very wide-angled patterns here at the beginning, and some perfect stacks that might trip people up who haven't really practiced them properly. As we see Josie mess up early on into the map, as well as Karyu.
Yeah, might see just a few earlier mishaps here, as we see actually breaks all across the board, except for Chillier to start out here. See a lot of these diagonal patterns going across the screen are very awkward to hit. And yeah, it's only Chillier holding here, so going to be early advantage over to Massachusetts.
But Josie's accuracy tanking a little bit. But Chillier breaking on the slow slider. That is pretty bad coming out of the beginning with your FC. Now the combo lead is going to go back in favor of New York as Taquito continues to hold on, with only Vector holding on for Massachusetts. But Josie has also brought her combo up to about 200 as well, so really going to be looking at the next to break, but the lead does shift over back to New York.
Yeah,
Josie.
And all the players on New York got through that first Ki and have... Oh, Junju did break there, but Karyu and Taquito holding on here, only being matched by Vector.
Love to see Vector at the star rating. Still going strong with the 450 combo, but Massachusetts needs to see a break from Taquito or Karyu here. But we are into arguably the only free combo section of this map. Nobody's gonna find a break during the bridge before the next Ki, so gonna get to see the lead be bolstered by New York, and there's another break from Chillier. His reestablished combo now gone as we go into the guitar solo.
Yeah, this was picked by New York, so not surprised to see them running away with this a little bit. It's almost about 200,000 now coming into this solo here, and the back and forth patterns horizontally only claims Josie and Junju, so those two combos from Karyu and Taquito only being matched by Vector still. This is running away for New York on their first pick.
Yeah, New York is looking so strong on this. Look at Karyu and Taquito's combos. They are both gonna eclipse 600k on this map. That is very impressive. I think better than all of the scores that we saw in the NorCal-SoCal match. And Taquito's gonna end up over 700k. Karyu finally finding the break. Vector also running his combo way above, or his score way into the 600ks. He might even reach 700k by this. Overall, some very good performances on this map. But it's a Taquito show.
I am actually very impressed by these scores on the side of New York. I did not take Karyu for... I know this map has quite a bit of aim in it, but I did not know about Karyu's prowess on hidden as well, but pulling a solid almost 687k here, but Taquito obviously above the field on the hidden. 6 100s, 2 misses.
Insane from Taquito and Karyu on this pick. Yeah, Karyu, a player that was kind of a question mark going into this round. We haven't really seen him playing that much at this high star rating, but obviously proving on this first pick that he is still up for the challenge, especially on something that is as aim-centric as this.
Yeah, as well as Vector putting up a very respectable 689k as well. Very, very impressive score there on the side of Massachusetts.
Pick does go back to Massachusetts.
Yeah, I wonder if they go away from aim here and go to one of those more tapping heavy picks. I think this is a time we can see Scytho come in and maybe play a DT1 or a Nomad 1. Maybe just try and reset the lobby and skill set here. Just go to something completely different.
I definitely think they will do that, whether it will be a hard rock or a speed map. I feel like either of which would be decent choices against this New York squad. As you said, that DT1, I think an HR2 or an HR3 would be good picks for them. And a free mod 4, actually enough. I mentioned that earlier. I do think that is a map that will, in the long run, be in Massachusetts' back pocket and be something that they will be willing to pick in this match.
But I feel like if free mod 4 is picked, that map is kind of like the foreshadowing of TV, like, because it is a over 3,000 combo, so it's like I could see that being picked very late in the match if Massachusetts are looking for a pick, and we're going to be seeing Nomad 1. This is a chancy map. It's a very long title. This is 51 seconds long.
Okay, you know what I really think? I think that it would take you longer to, like, properly read the title than it actually is to play the map. I mean the artist. The title is just Smoke Break.
Yeah.
Is this... I guess this is like a... This is an emotional representation of how the artist feels when he's taking a smoke break at his gas station 7-Eleven job.
Yeah, and there we see Scytho coming in on the side of Massachusetts, very well-known speed player. Flash for Show and Hanbei coming in on the side of New York. So, going to be putting up their best scores. This is 266 BPM. Yeah. Have fun. This is, okay, we joke so much about Nomad 1 Alert because it's like the technically like what is seen to most players as like the most boring map in the pool most times. It's like, oh, no mod 1 alert, it's the gamble. But like, no. This is actually like no mod 1 alert. in my view.
Yeah, this is a real alert. You took away the Nomad 1 and you added the alert. Like, this song is just like, it's like a hurricane siren. Like, you're in South Florida and you're about to get, like, flooded for the millionth time. Okay, now into the map. Looks like we've got the speed roster coming out for Massachusetts here. Sitho, and as you mentioned, it is just going to be who can survive longer. And it looks like, as of right now, it's going to be New York, Flash Show for show. Coming out with the 77% full combo right now. 300 combo,
yeah.
He finally breaks.
Also the only person holding above 90% here, so we'll be... Okay, no, now he's starting to drop it a lot. But, yeah, it looks
Flash
like...
again.
Yeah, it's Flash for show here with the combo.
And I think Taquito out of Bencho because he is still going.
Oh, no, I was just mentioning the accuracy, how it was, like, the highest for a while. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm trolling a little bit, and by the end of this map, Massachusetts did have the combo to take it back if it were like, I don't know, 20 seconds longer, but it wasn't, and New York is going to get a very early break point, going up 2-0. That is very big.
That's what happens when the map is only 52 seconds long. You only have so much time to build that score lead. So yeah, it's first break point for New York.
And they're going to get the pick right back, and I have a gut feeling that they're just going to run it straight back up into the hidden pool. When you get a breakpoint this early, I think it is so critical that you're able to like push it through and get your own pick. Go up 3-0. This is going to be absolutely huge. And that hidden 2, it's not AR8. It is not AR8. It is actually a 191 BPM stream aim map. So
yep.
Something that I think fits Team New York pretty well, as Karyu, as much as he is an aim player, he is still pretty good at those stream maps if you ever see his scores on some leaderboards. They're gonna go for DT3 though, Meta Knight's Revenge. We are just getting all the spicy picks out of the way. Oh my god.
Okay.
Hell
this
yeah.
This brings me back to Super Smash Bros. Brawl when Meta Knight actually was like first revealed and it was playing Meta Knight's Revenge. That's what I remember. CS6. Small circles, finger control.
Yeah, probably a little bit mistimed as well, noting the era that this map is from. It is very old. Let me go on the map page to tell you what it accurately is. This is beatmap ID 3417, and this is a map that is submitted in 2008, ranked in 2009. So this is a map that is I'm really sad for Aryu that he's not in the tournament to play this, but this is basically the map that kind of is synonymous with him. It's just this old, awkward, finger control heavy DT pick. Something that I think, yes, something that New York has looked surprisingly good on throughout the tournament. Not something you'd expect to be like a very good pick for them, but with Taquito and I believe Honbei and Flasho breakpointing this equivalent of a map against Texas a couple weeks back. Really, really shocking to me, but you know, something they're pretty strong on, and I think it is also striking a weak point for Massachusetts. You overlap the finger control with the CS6, very low AR, something that maybe Chillier and TJ would be a little bit less strong at.
Yeah, TJ in for their first play of the match, as well as we see Junju coming back in on the side of New York, was in for that hidden 3, and then Josie sticking in on the side of Massachusetts.
It looks like Chillier really loved that Nomad 1. He wants to play it again, but fortunately, we've got a change, and we are going to Super Smash Bros. Brawl instead. So enjoy your 2008 beat mapping experience. Is there anyone in chat who's younger than this map?
Oh gosh, I will be afraid if that is true.
XRP.
Yeah, we see. Yeah, again, not much combo in this map, being so short at a minute 22. Do see Junju's still holding on here. There were breaks from Flash Show and Taquito, but only Chile are holding the combo and still not even matching Jeonju. It's still going very much in favor of New York on their own second pick here.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, this was a weak point for Team Massachusetts. If you look at their accuracies, they are all below 90%. And even though Chillier does have the combo, if you look at the overall score, they only have 600k team score going into the last quarter of the map. While New York is over 1 million, it just doesn't matter.
Flash and Jeonju did break, and Chillier has lots of combo here, but I really don't think it's going to be enough to make anything happen with a break from Josie and Taquito holding on to the combo that they're holding on to. It's not going to be enough for Taquito or for Chillier pair to hold on here, and it's going to be 400k in favor of New York, going up 3-0 early against Massachusetts.
Yeah, Chillier pair putting up an absolutely insane run on that, but it just wasn't even enough. Like, when you look at that, you see the other side of the team, the other side of the board, Taquito with 639k, Junjo with 510k, and Flasho with 366k. That's outscores both of the other players from Massachusetts by so much that even though Chillier had the top score in the lobby, it just still wasn't even close. That might start to wear on Massachusetts' mental a little bit, but they still have to pick into this match. The pick goes back to them. Feel like they've got to pick another Hard Rock here.
Yeah, you were mentioning the you were mentioning how those second and third players will be really really showing the outcome of what this match will be. And yeah, as you said, the second and third players' scores on New York much higher than the ones on Massachusetts.
Okay, so if what TJ is saying is accurate, that is Chillier's sight read, that would be insane. It looks like they're going to roll 2. Maybe picking between the 2 Hard Rocks, I hope. Make me sound correct. They're gonna go for Nomon 3. Kakala, okay. Kakla, Kakla, okay. Yeah, this map is, I think,
hard.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Before the showcase, people were saying it might be a little easy. But if we look at the scores from last match, people were scoring quite low on this, just around 300, 400k mark was pretty average. But I think this is a pretty decent pick for Massachusetts here. Except, of course, you are also throwing the Taquito carry potential into the water. Because this might be something that Chillier and TJ and probably Josie are going to be pretty comfortable on, but still, what does comfortable entail? Is that a 450k score? Is that 500k? Is your low potential 350k? Because if you get 2 or 3 of those rolls and Taquito rolls his max potential on that, and as well as Opixe maybe, then you might be in for a world of hurt. But to get back into this match, I feel like you just have to pick something that Chillier and TJ are confident on.
Yeah, this is the low BPM. I would call this a tech map. Yeah. Yeah, I would call this a tech map, sort of alti style tech map. But yeah, Opixe coming in for their first play of the match. We have not seen Opixe yet, but yeah, again, these expecting to see Chillier and TJ put up good scores here. Taquito, obviously expecting them to put up a really good score. Apparently they're looking for Karyu. I'm not sure if this is something that Karyu necessarily plays in tournaments, but I could see this being a very good potential lineup for New York in where they have now, and starting the match getting into Nomon 3. We're gonna be hoping for Massachusetts to get back in this match, but again, as Miles said, another one of those maps that Taquito can kind of just maybe run away on.
Yeah, like, and this is the one where I say you have arguably one of New York's strongest depth players in for Opixe. On these aim and more awkward alt-styled or tech-styled maps, he has just been very consistent throughout the tournament on it. And backing up a player like Taquito on this stage, I think is just going to be huge. You're going to have to, on Massachusetts' side, rely on one of those big players to come up and maybe match one of them.
Yeah.
No players finding any early breaks. Comfortability seems there for everyone in the lobby.
Yeah, and we've been seeing more relatively higher BPM picks, although we do see the first breaks coming out of Chillier and TJ, but there goes Taquito as well. So we're not going to be seeing that big carry potential coming out of Taquito, but only Josie holding against Opixe and Junju.
Yeah, I think it's too early to say that Taquito is not going to carry this pick, but as of right now, his combo is gone, and it's going to be left to Junjo and Opixe to raise the lead here for New York on Massachusetts' second pick.
Yeah, Taquito and Chillier pair trading once again, but there goes Josie and Junju.
It's all Pixe.
That was the last full combo on the side of Massachusetts, so yeah, really up to Opixe here in this really awkward section with the perfect stacks and the almost anti-aim here. Is he gonna get to 4-digit combo here? Could really bolster getting into the halfway point of the map. This is where you do not want to break, get score cap. There goes TJ again, and Chillier as well, right before the break.
Pixe is popping off. This is the player, apart from Taquito, that you had to really watch out for on this map. Opixe, so strong on these techier maps, and that aim part also something that he eats up. So he is going to be rewarded with now a free combo going into one of the hardest sections of the map, with not a single combo on Massachusetts to oppose him.
Yeah, they're up almost 140, 150k New York is, and Opixe's growing score is just going to make that gap even farther. Junju does break coming into this more intense section. TJ, and there go most of the combos on the side of Massachusetts is just Chillier with 300 combo. Opixe is comboing through this section so far, but there he goes. But I don't even know if it's gonna matter all that much. Taquito is built up a 700 combo, and in these more difficult patterns, this is where Taquito can really shine and actually become the full carry. And with another team wipe for Massachusetts, I really see no coming back here for them.
And you know, before the match we mentioned, if the depth players of New York start to show up, that's going to be what causes a lot of trouble for Massachusetts, and this pick is just living proof of that. Look at Opixe nearly doubling some of the scores of Massachusetts, and that is going to be a death sentence for them on their second pick. New York is looking to go up 4-0 and take another break point in this match.
Yeah, Taquito also going to be a good support for Opixe here, and it'll be their pick again, so they'll have the pick of maps. You were mentioning the hidden too, the hidden stream map, and going back to that hidden, so that's a very good possibility for what they could possibly go for, as well as maybe one of those free mod picks.
Yeah, there's a lot of map pool remaining. They're up 4-0 right now, but only 4 maps have been played, so they can really go a lot of different places here. Like, you know, when you take your opponent's first 2 picks, you have so much of the map pool remaining. Like, honestly, with how Massachusetts is playing right now, they don't appear to be on their best day. You could literally just almost throw things at the wind if you want. You could try to pick something that's a little bit risky, stick the nail in the coffin. But I feel like the match isn't at that status yet.
Ooh, no mod 5.
Oh my god, they're picking Freedom Dive. Insta-pick Freedom Dive. Okay, I guess Vector's coming back in the lobby.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll just say one more thing about that last map. You were saying that 300, 400k would be a good score on that map, right? Mm-hmm. And Opixe got 535k? So, yeah. Really, really good score. Yeah, good to see Vector come back in. This is anti-mod Freedom Dive. Who would have ever seen the world coming to this?
Yeah, this map is insane, awesome, stupid, all of the above. Ask Dada. Go to map pool feedback right now. Ask him what he thinks about it. But yeah, I think this is a pretty decent pick for New York. They obviously won the last gimmicky map in the DT3. But this one is a little bit different, focusing on some fast sliders that are just really easy to break on. And it's also going to force TJ out of the lobby, which I think forcing one of Chillier and TJ out of the lobby should be on New York's agenda for what they're going to pick. And even though Vector is extremely strong on this type of map, it is also not the strongest map for a player like Chillier or Josie. So if you're New York and you've got a couple players, maybe all three who are strong on this map, I think it's a very good pick.
Yeah, it's called Hidden Special, so I'm surprised that. Oh, I guess this is another thing you can go yell at Dada about in map pool is just why isn't this in Hidden? But
it would be too hard.
We've been seeing really wacky maps in Nomad 5 to begin with, so this is nothing out of the ordinary here.
Seeing a few early breaks from Chillier and Josie. Meanwhile, Vector and Taquito both holding on to the SS's.
And considering Freedom Dive, this is actually the cut version of Freedom Dive, so only 2 minutes 18 seconds, not the usual 4-minute map, or I think 4 minutes. But yeah.
Josie continuing her struggles, accuracy down at 90%. That's going to be very bad for Massachusetts' chances on the pick, especially with the accuracies of New York, Reway FC, up at 98, 97, and 97. So
yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, Genju gets caught by the really fast back and forth slider, but
there goes Vector.
Yeah, this is just gonna be a snowball here for New York. And yeah, going to be going up at the break. Oh, Carey does find a miss on the back and forth slider, but gosh darn.
Gosh darn. Obviously not very happy about that break, but you know, if you look at the combos, the one player remaining is the one player you want to be remaining if you're Team New York. Taquito, the only combo in the lobby, just gonna run this map into the ending. And even though Vector's accuracy is so stellar, over 99, without the combo to fight Taquito, there's really nothing they can do on this pick.
Yeah, it's gonna be 5-0 for New York, going up by so much in this match here. Massachusetts would have to win all of their own maps, and then another two of New York's picks to even think about tiebreaker.
Taquito's gonna FC. Oh my god, Taquito just FC'd Nomad 5. What a freaking score from Taquito.
I did not want to say anything preemptively, but yeah, that's a FC on Freedom Dive.
Okay, this is pretty detrimental for Massachusetts if it's not already apparent. New York has consolidated both of their breakpoints, now going up 5-0. They only need 2 more picks to win the match. The pick goes back to Massachusetts, and at this point, all I'm thinking is where's the Hard Rock? Because I think both of the remaining Hard Rocks are things that inherently favor Massachusetts in the grand scheme of this match. Or even the Free Mod 4, that slow aim streamy type map is something that Massachusetts has been picking for years as their first pick in most matches. I think they need to stop playing around with the tech. Pick something that all 3 of their players should be good at.
I also just wanted to shout out Vector on that map. 6 100s, 1 miss. And it's going to be Free Mod 4.
Voice in the dark.
Oh my goodness. Grab your popcorn, folks. We're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, I mean, this song is pretty good. I'll grab my popcorn, I'll put my feet up, relax, have a good time, watch some United States Cup 6.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just stamina flowing.
Yeah, this is yes, exactly that. Except I wouldn't really argue this to be a stamina map. It is 184 BPM. I think at this range, every player in the lobby should have the stamina to play this map. And I think this is what Massachusetts really needs to get back into this match. this type of map that all three of their players are comfortable on. Chillier, TJ, and Josie all have good potential to put up a very good score on this. Meanwhile, on New York, obviously you're going to be looking at Taquito on the hidden, but then other than him, you throw in Hanbei, maybe Karyu plays this.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put any of their potential scores above that of Chillier, Josie, or TJ on this, on paper at the very least.
Yeah, okay, I just want to clarify. 184 is stamina for me. They're going to probably put Flash for Show on the Hard Rock here. Maybe. Was looking really good on those speed maps, so maybe that translates a little bit to, yeah, apparently they're looking to put Chillier Hard Rock on this, and I think that's a troll.
I would have a stroke. No, TJ, I would have a stroke if you put yourself on hidden and Chillier on Hard Rock. I think that's just the Massachusetts special. You've got to put TJ on the Hard Rock and Chillier on probably the hidden with Josie on Nomad. That's pretty much what they've been running on most of the free mods this tournament.
And that's what a stroke looks like.
Yeah, the client just had one.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, other than Taquito on the hidden, is it Flash or Hanbei that takes the Hard Rock? I'm not sure.
It's going to be Flasho on the Hard Rock, I think, for sure. Hanbei definitely a lot more comfortable on this with no mod, so I think throwing Flasho on the Hard Rock is a pretty valid move, and there it is. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we are not going to be trolled by Massachusetts. We do see the TJ Hard Rock come out and the Chillier hidden, Josie no mod. The quintessential Massachusetts free mod lineup. And Hanbei found really great.
Yeah, this is 5.5 minutes though, so are we gonna be that's what happens on the hidden on this map.
Chillier, this is not with Samyot. This is not with Samyot, Chillier. This is okay. Maybe we're gonna be seeing more. Could his keys perhaps be breaking? Okay, yeah, this is maybe not actually with Damiot. Maybe we actually had a technical difficulty here. And we're gonna be seeing an abort here. Ref, please check the channel. See if Chillier asked for an abort.
Yeah. Rob, where are you?
Rob.
Looks like Chillier has started playing, but okay, yeah, here comes our abort.
Here's our abort.
Yeah, okay. That was within the first 30 seconds of the map. So
fair enough.
So hopefully get whatever was happening with Chillier all fixed up and back into the map. Very long map, 538. I also think like at this point in the match, like you just gotta be thinking mentally for these players, like just mentally getting through this map. Like you gotta think it's gotta be hard to get through all of this map.
Alright, Chillier says my left key wasn't working 100% of the time. Alright, so I'm just gonna change some keys, get on back into the map, and we get the voice in the dark experience for at least a few more minutes now.
Yep. And that was our hit sound, window, so it'll be nice to have some hit sounds now. Back into it, another early break from Hanbei, but once again, 5.5 minutes long.
And Chillier finding more early breaks, but we're going with Damiot again, maybe, chat. Yeah, the Boston Red Sox, I mean Massachusetts, really gonna need some good performances on this. You know, get your mental back up when the Yankees, I mean New York, are really putting the hurt on you, up 5-0. That is like pretty detrimental for them, and especially when you think that last week they were just a few thousand points away from winning that tiebreaker against Washington. Must be weighing down on their mental.
Yeah, it's really just Hanbei after that early break holding on, as well as Taquito just going. Taquito's just going mode here. And TJ also on the Hard Rock looking pretty good. And Chile recovering. But lots of map. Flash for Show does break. It's actually on the side of Massachusetts right now by just about 10,000 points. So going to be trying to hold on to these combos as long as they can.
Yeah, you know, I think another smart thing about this pick from Massachusetts is the fact that New York doesn't really have that dedicated Hard Rock like Massachusetts has. Forcing Flash of a Show on the Hard Rock on this, he is not going to be very comfortable, and that is very evident as he does have the lowest score in the live lobby. But you know, as long as Hanbei and Taquito can hold their FCs, they're going to be able to take this lead back eventually. But
there goes Taquito.
TJ and Hanbei, we have the Hard Rock going to be one of the top 2 scores in the lobby as of right now. Up against the Nomad FC from Hanbei, which I think is going to be a little more trustworthy just because of how difficult this map is on Hard Rock. And there goes TJ on the slider break.
It's going to come back with Hanbei's score, but with Flash for Show actually having not even hit 70k yet, it's not going to go over that fast.
Yeah, especially
as Josie's about to hit 4-digit combo here, so that's also going to be a really good recovery for Massachusetts.
Yeah, Massachusetts really needs Josie to hold here because while they are right now able to starve off New York with Flasho's struggles, it won't last forever, and if Hanbei continues to hold, he is going to be able to carry this. But Chilier's recovery as well is going to be massive because he is also holding off Taquito right now. As long as Chilier can hold on, Taquito is not going to add to any of the lead.
Yeah, it's just gonna be, especially with Hidden on these streams, once you find one miss, it just snowballs into 15. Flash of Show breaks again, so it's gonna keep staying on the side of Massachusetts.
But yeah, it's all on Hanbei because as this match continues, it's just going to slowly go back in favor of New York, especially as TJ breaks again. That is going to speed it up, but it's matched by Flasho. But there goes Taquito.
Yeah, that means that Chilier is going to bring this score even farther up.
Yeah, combo lead now back in favor of Massachusetts as long as Chilier and Josie can hold. But Hanbei right now is having a very strong performance. Look at that. His combo is up at 2,400. And there goes Chilier. The lead is now going to go back in favor of New York as long as Hanbei can continue to hold.
Josie's has to hold here. That it's imperative that Josie holds through this section.
Yeah,
as long as Hanbei keeps holding.
Massachusetts' lifeline right now is all Josie. She has approached 2,000 combo and is now eclipsing it. But Hanbei is outclassing Josie right now. But you know, like the map, I can't just help but think, what is this guy's nerves right now? Can you FC a Voice in the Dark in tournament?
Yeah, it's just about 50k. We did see another break from Flash for Show and TJ, so the Hard Rock's resetting. I think it's really just TJ's score over Flash for Show is sort of canceling out the Hanbei lead over Josie as all of their combos keep growing. It's still in favor of Massachusetts with just about a sixth of the map coming into this last big section here. The spacing gets even bigger, especially for those Hard Rocks.
A break from Massachusetts right now would literally send it back in favor of New York.
Oh, there goes Flash for Show, big break!
Oh, there goes TJ. Okay. Can Hanbei do this? Can Hanbei really do this right now? Chilier breaks. Okay. Hanbei can now take this back on his own with Taquito's big combo supporting him. It is going right back in favor of New York at the very end. Hanbei is about to set a 600 PP play in a tournament. And it goes back in favor of New York.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. But Flashos breaks. It could swing back to Mass.
Josie's also holding on to over 3,000 combo right now, but getting into the very last minute of the map, it's going to be Hanbei holding on to the very last minute, showing no shakes at all. Such a strong performance coming out of Hanbei here.
Okay, Hanbei just set a 6. Okay, Hanbei. Hanbei just FC'd a Voice in the Dark.
With 7 misses.
Yeah. What the? When did you miss? Okay, yeah, so he didn't actually FC a voice in the dark, but we're gonna pretend he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because
still,
like,
900K.
remember, I said twice at the beginning of the map that like, oh, Hanbei missed, but like, he'll recover. It's no big deal. And but here we go.
Yeah, we'll say low combo FC, and New York is now going to insta-pick Nomad 2. They are going to pick Carry You Lost Umbrella. They're gonna put the man in for his own song, goddammit.
Will Stetson featuring Carry You.
Will Stetson, a voice in the dark. Make it happen. There's 7 misses where Bancho says Trail Mix. Get this man at true. Yeah, Massachusetts backs now against the wall on their opponent's pick. They lost that free mod 4 by the skin of their teeth, and now they will have to suffer the consequences of Lost Umbrella. But you know, still not out of this match. You know, we've seen a lot of comebacks in sports and in OSU. Think back to OWC 2017, Poland. Crazier upsets have happened, you know. I feel like Massachusetts, at the end of the day, we were still wondering where those Hard Rocks were in that DT1. All picks that we expect Massachusetts to have a very good shot of winning, but never came out in this match. So, you know, if they can start it. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, after they lost on that Nomad 1, and Scytho actually didn't look like he was having the greatest of times on that. So maybe shying away from speed like the DT1, the Hard Rock 3 after that. So yeah, getting into Nomad 2.
Yeah, you know, as I was saying, if Massachusetts can start a comeback here, or maybe establish a beachhead on something that New York is a little more advantaged on than them, you know, you could start chipping away at this lead one by one. You win this, and then you win one of the Hard Rocks we mentioned earlier, maybe a DT1. They do have ways back in this match, but once again, you are also down 6-0, and that is the most difficult spot you can be in an OSU tournament. Down 6-0 on your opponent's pick. They would have to put up probably the most massive comeback you might ever see in a tournament in order to overcome this. Everyone on New York is having such a good day. You know, I mentioned this a few times now, but it was really the depths of New York that would be the key of this match. If they could hold up to standard, they would be able to, we thought, dispatch of Massachusetts. And they have just been having that Opixe on that Nomad 3, Hanbei on that free mod 4.
Carry You on the hidden 3.
True, Carry on the hidden 3. They've really been playing well this match, are the other players of New York. And Massachusetts, maybe just not as much.
Yeah, and it hasn't been, like, Taquito obviously has had, like, some really good moments in this match, but hasn't had to be, like, the one person that comes out and stands on top of everybody else as the dominant player. Like, it's been spread around New York, as I said, and getting into Nomad 2, Will Stetson featuring Carry You, Lost Umbrella. This is a very aim-heavy map, so again, players like Taquito and Carry You, like, expected to do very well on this map, as well as obviously Chillier and TJ and Josie also putting up over 3,000 combo on that last map. Never underestimate those third players.
Yeah, for Massachusetts here, this is their prime roster. Chillier, TJ, and Josie have been pretty much their default roster for most of the tournament. Whenever you didn't know like what type of roster Massachusetts would use, they would typically run a roster something like this. Chillier, TJ, and Josie, and this is looking to be their last stand here unless they can start a comeback on this map, but I think it's an uphill battle with players like Taquito and Pixie on the other side, but nobody has found a drop yet. Into these windmill sliders.
Ooh.
It's gonna be Pixie to find the drop.
Yeah. Chillier pair also gonna miss. There's being a lot of slider ends dropped throughout this section, but not that many combo drops. Still the 2 full combos on both sides. Josie does go though, so that's gonna be an advantage.
And there goes Chillier.
Ooh, Yeah, so it's gonna be Karyu and I've said Von Lycon like almost like 10 million times this match. Taquito. Only up against TJ here, so it's gonna be going well in favor of New York on this pick on match point here.
The accuracies are also very in favor of New York, even with Pixie breaking repeatedly. Josie is down at 93, and even though Chillier is up at 97, he is finding a lot of breaks. So it's really just going to rest on TJ here, but they also need to pray for breaks from Karyu and Taquito, because as it stands, they're going to extend the lead with their 2 full combos, especially into this break. New York.
Taquito's accuracy.
What? 99.54 on this is unreal, Taquito. You can't just like come out into this match as New York and do stuff like they have done this match. Karyu does find the break, but at this juncture, is there really much that Massachusetts can do? Unless a break comes out from Taquito.
But the thing is, I do not see that happening.
Yeah. And if a break from TJ comes, it's just over.
Chillier breaks, so it's not going to help out Massachusetts
and there goes
at all.
TJ
there,
and Taquito.
They both break.
Okay.
Josie has 600 combo here. Oh, but there goes. It's not going to matter.
It is over. New York is going to complete the sweep on Massachusetts. I don't think anyone expected this outcome. Not a soul. 6-0 from New York in this stage?
Yeah.
I want to hear one person who picked this on their pick'ems.
Yeah, I thought all these matches, this was going to be the one to go to tiebreaker.
Yeah, we were saying that before this match. We were thinking, you know, SoCal and NorCal didn't go to TB, but these 2 teams could have, and it just ends up that New York is going to stomp on Massachusetts. I don't want to say there was nothing Massachusetts could do there, but this just feels like such a decisive victory for New York. They won that match on nearly all facets. When I say nearly all facets, all facets. 7-0 is a sweep.
Indeed it is. And they will have the absolute pleasure of facing SoCal next. Or when is that SoCal match happening?
I believe it will happen tomorrow at, I believe 2 UTC Monday, if I were to guess off the top of my head.
Yes, that I just looked at the schedule. That is correct. So that will be determining who goes on to play in grand finals. So the potential for New York here to go to grand finals if they can play into SoCal, and seeing how they played on this map pool, I think that this is a much closer match than people are going to be anticipating.
Yeah, New York definitely turning some heads this match. They played extremely well against this Massachusetts roster, and I think if they want to have any chance tomorrow against SoCal, they're going to have to replicate their performances or do better. Meanwhile, we also have a match coming on tomorrow in the winners bracket. We have Florida versus Washington, the winners final. Both of those
How did
teams.
Washington end up in winners finals?
By breaking the hearts of Massachusetts last week.
It's the plot armor. It's the Monko 2K plot armor.
Yes, the Wandering Merchant. Alright, now. For now, though, this is going to be the end of this USC stream. I am Miles, commentating with Juno. Thank you so much for commentating with me. And to all of you, thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you all in the next USC stream. Be prepared for that. It is going to be some great matches.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.